And welcome back to another edition of Pop It. Ooh, it is almost spring, and we are here to sprung some facts onto you. But before we begin, joining me in the call is my co-star, my co-director, Miss Emily Terry from the 2 weeks notice video. If you've not seen the video, I need you to cue that up right now. It is so good. It is a top 3 all-time music video. Emily, what were your thoughts when you watched back our performance?
Oh my God, I loved it. I had a great time watching it. I had a great time creating that with you. I love what you did, when you put together those scenes. And I love what it says about this moment. And also everybody go and check out what you have to say about Walmart, because they need to be held accountable for wage theft. And
there's a lot of people on my crap list, and we'll get to some of them tonight. That is for sure. So joining me, yes, Miss Terry is joining me, but also she is the flyest woman that I know in Philadelphia. Jessica Lockhart, looking like $1 billion tonight. Oh my goodness. You look like the entire Fenty company right now. I love it. I love it. And then, of course, one of my A1, it is Alexa Jones on the chat. Alexa, with the flag in the background and the plant, we are serving multiple personalities tonight. I'm loving it. All right, let's dive into it. And you guys, we got to start with this one. I know this happened like a month ago. We haven't had a Pop It in a minute, and I have to talk about this because Eminem has decided the green M&M will no longer be sexy. They want to be inclusive, which I guess in their terms means promiscuity is not inclusive. Let's start with Jess, because if there's anyone on this chat who is the green M&M, it is Jess. Jess, I'm really coming for people today. I'm in a mood. Jess, you're 30 seconds. What do you think of this whole green M&M debacle?
One, I love that the internet has something to say, and we're going to miss those tall white boots. I'm just kind of curious to why they gave the new green M&M the Larry David shoes. Those tennis shoes. I'm not sure. Is it just because the Air Force Ones are trending? I'm not sure what they're trying to go for. Also, why does the brown M&M get to keep her pumps? So it's just... makes no sense. Also, I noticed they shortened her lashes. I just think now
that's your time. That's your time. I'm sorry. I gave you extra time. I gave you like 34 seconds, girl. I was
I noticed the lashes too.
Alexa, let's cut over to you. The green M&M. She's lost the lashes. She's lost the boots. What are we thinking about this?
I know. I mean, I know that she's wearing sneakers. I feel like it is kind of a look, and people who, wear sneakers needed to see themselves represented. So I guess I get it. And I do just feel like need to point out, Tucker Carlson would absolutely still smash that green M&M. He is lying if he says otherwise, because she's still a baddie.
Oh my God. That is phenomenal. Emily, what about you? What are your thoughts on this whole desexifying the green M&M?
First of all, that's a great point. She definitely is still sexy, but I think that their messaging was, or I felt that they were trying to say that being a slut is not inclusive or something like that. Or I don't know. It just felt like slut erasure. I don't appreciate that. Slut's got a place in a box of candy and in other places. But yeah, I don't know. I just it's not helpful. If you want to do something for moving us towards a place where we're equal, I don't know, how much do the people at your company make, Mars company? How much do the people who are boxing those M&Ms make? Let me see those figures. I don't need to see the rest of her legs under those boots. Those are not the figures I want to see. And
that's your time. You were getting there. The soapbox was ready. Let me tell you.
Oh, it was. You know what I want? I'm just saying they could cancel student loans and not sexy boots. But...
put that on a t-shirt.
There it is.
Okay, so let's start from the top. The green M&M is, quote, sexy, but no one found her to be sexy. No one was jacking off in bed to the green M&M. No one was I really want to get in that chakusi, right? And that was not happening, right? The idea was...
For yourself, Matt.
Sorry, Jess Lockhart on record was really into the Green M&M section, but like it was comedic, right? You know, like it was like she's sexy. That was her personality, and she was like the Blanche Devereaux of the M&Ms. And now, I know, thank you for the metaphor. But now it's like, oh, we're trying to be cool with it. And we're gonna give her the sneaker representation. I don't like it. I'm sorry. Like, let her have boots. Let her do her. I feel like, I don't know. I don't love the idea of like washing the character out to be quote inclusive. And guess what? At the end of the day, Mars Company, I know you're being sued for labor rights and child labor. So you are not going to distract me from that scandalous tea because I see you. I got my eyes peeled. You want me to think about the green M&M? No, I see your child labor issues. So that's what I got to say. But oh my goodness.
A distraction.
I do want to go. I think I'm going to dress up as the green M&M for Halloween though. Wouldn't that be hilarious?
We all should.
Oh my God, let's all go as green M&Ms. Yes. Oh my God, like carry like a flail of like sex toys or something. All right. Speaking of some more childhood cartoons, the series finale of Arthur, it dropped and it fast forwards and we see the whole gang of Arthur. We all know Arthur. We all watched Arthur. And it has Muffy as the new mayor. It has Arthur's sister DW, the Tattletale, as the cop. Was this a little too on the nose? Was there some awareness or lack of awareness? What do we think? Emily, we're going to start with you.
I think, yeah, they got it. They hit it right where we needed them to hit it. We all knew she was a narc and a narc's going to do what a narc is going to do. I think I remember DW getting, maybe I'm just making this up, but I thought she got really bad test scores at one point too. Like they would have showed us like DW's homework or something like that. And I'm not surprised that she was pointed in one direction. But you know, I was actually more interested in what the other characters grew up to be because yeah, of course DW is a cop, but we were DW, please. Buster's a school teacher. That was very cute. I was always interested in seeing what he was up to.
That's your time.
I just like how he would fly around.
I just like how casual you were. Like he's like our old high school apprentice. Like you guys, Buster's a high school teacher. Like so cash. I love it.
Francine runs a sneaker company, so she's probably dressing the M&M.
Yeah. She was a shoe consultant for the green M&M. Oh my God, that is, I gotta, wait, let me make sure I get you that extra point. That was good. Alexa, what about you? What do we think about the series finale of Arthur?
I mean, I watched the whole episode. I thought it was really, really cute. And I also forgot like how good that show is at like explaining emotions and breaking stuff down for kids. I was like really getting my nostalgia for the day. I do want to say though, I did clock that in the middle section where they like flash back to like the kids who, you know, do different things for the show, they were doing personality traits and they said that DW was a troublemaker, sneaky, and also super bossy. And again, like we all said, are we surprised she's a cop? No, we're not.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Look at you in that detective work over there. I like that. You were looking for the facts. Yeah. Jess, what about you? You know, what do you think about this? I was trying to make a Jess comparison, but I couldn't think of one because like you're not a cop. I don't know what to say. Jess, you've put people in handcuffs before. All right, Jess. What do you think of Arthur? What do we think?
Oh.
Woo! You guys are all the funny people today. Arthur, I'm not surprised he's a writer. I can't wait to see what he writes up. The DW thing, I was just kind of surprised they kind of put her in like a narc role. Like, I think she could have just been like a baddie or like a head of a company, like bossing people around. But instead, they literally, it seems like the writers had an experience once or twice with a cop and they're like, you know what this reminds me of? DW. And I love that Buster's a teacher. I always saw him as more of maybe like somebody who makes a ton of fun inventions. But Muffy being a mayor, I thought she was always trying to either smash Arthur or trying to like smash Francine. Like one of those two. I wasn't sure how it's gonna go. So I'm excited to see what happens in the little town.
That's your time. My reaction, first of all, I thought it was weird that the rich girl was becoming mayor. I was like, was that like a statement on like how people who are rich or celebrities become politicians? And like, I maybe I'm reading too much into it as the sociologist, but to me, I was like, that really was like, and I had to talk to Francine's hair. Was screaming that she has a partner at home. Is that just me? That I feel like that was the nod they were trying to kind of get into. If you look at the hair, it's very I don't know. I don't want to label or judge Francine. Like, you have your sneakers girl, but I think she her favorite kind of sneaker is a nice boot. That's the impression I'm getting from that hair. So DW is a cop, though. I mean, I feel like the show was pointing to that for a while. I mean, you guys all summed it up. So meanwhile, exclusive Wendy Williams show is going to be canceled, and the Sherri Shepherd show is premiering this fall. You know, is this a good decision? Is this maybe a good movement? Are you interested in the Sherri Shepherd show? We'll go back to Jess on this.
So I did have to, she's a familiar face, so I think it's a great pick. She's put in her work and time being a stand-up comedian. She's been on Friends. The only thing is, what I really liked about the article was it went in about Wendy Williams, how apparently she got sick and she was like snapping at everybody at work. And I was like, of course, that's how she's going to go out. When did she ever stop calling people out on their bullshit? Mm-hmm. So I just hope Sherri Shepherd can keep that same energy. I'm sure it's going to be a fun show. And I'm excited to see what she does with it. Mm-hmm. And I hope she can still bring that same energy as Wendy, though. Mm-hmm. That I love that Wendy was on the air, mm-hmm. and she was untrained, and she would always come out and tell it like it is. And mm-hmm. she wasn't afraid to call people like mm-hmm. Khloe Kardashian on her mm-hmm. show and just tell her out. Like, we all
That's your time. That's your time. Alexa, what about you with the Sherri Shepherd show coming? What are our thoughts on this whole thing?
Yeah, I mean, I was never really into like the Wendy Williams show too much, but I do understand what an icon she is. Mm-hmm. Like, she's done everything, starting in like radio, books, mm-hmm. fashion, TV, like she's done it all. So it's sad to see her show come to an end, especially when it's not necessarily on her terms. Mm-hmm. But I do hope, Sherri Shepherd is able to like Jess was saying, keep that same energy and mm-hmm. Really do her proud.
Mm-hmm, absolutely. And Emily, what about you? What are your thoughts on the Wendy Williams show becoming the Sherri Shepherd show?
Oh, yeah. Well, I was definitely, sad to see Wendy Williams go. I mean, I kind of got the feeling that she wasn't coming back when they continued to have like guest hosts, because I do be watching Wendy Williams sometimes. When I catch something that interests me, they break it up into little clips I want to see. But no, like everyone's been saying, I mean, Wendy is such an icon, and hopefully, if it's true that she's been unpleasant on set, maybe she's moving on to a better opportunity because she deserves it. But if she is stepping away from work because her health demands it, I think that's the best choice to make. I am glad that she's being replaced by another Black woman. I think that spot should the purple chair should only be filled by a Black woman. And yeah, I kind of look forward to seeing what Sherri Shepherd has to offer. I didn't really like that it was Sherri Shepherd specifically. She's doesn't do much for me the way Wendy Williams did. I love a mess, and Sherri ain't messy the way Wendy is. Yeah. So
that's your time. I gotta agree with you, Emily. Wendy's complicated character to me. Sometimes I'm like, girl, like what? But sometimes, there was a great clip of her with like one of the housewives, and Wendy goes, there's rumors that someone's going to retire. I think it should be you. And like, who else on daytime TV, on even like the late night shows would have said that? Even like, some late night, white guy like Jimmy Fallon would be like, is it you who's going to retire? right. But for her to go in, or like the time when she, Jamie, Brittany's dad, Jamie Lynn, when she says death to them all, like that was iconic. I mean, there is something about her that, you got to admit she knows how to be, whether it's naturally or trained, magnetic. So unfortunately, it looks like the health reasons, but hopefully she gets better. And yeah, I'm curious to see what she'll do down the line. That's for sure. Oh, this next one, I don't know where to start. Well, we all know that Kim and Pete Davidson are getting it on. Kanye took to social media to let us know how he feels about Pete threatening Pete Davidson, telling everybody that Kim is like not allowing him to see the kids, posting the messages, and then retracting the messages. And And Kim's now saying, I don't want Kanye, I don't want to deal with him outside of co-parenting. It is, there are so many elements to the story. What are your overall impressions? What's something that you noticed? Or maybe you don't care at all. We'll go back to Emily on this.
Yeah, so I've been a little bit like, it's funny to listen to Kardashian, gossip, but at the same time, it's like I feel a little bit weird, consuming anything about them, because if Kanye really is suffering from bipolar disorder, like should his episodes be whatever, tweeted about, televised, reported on, he's got obviously a family who's affected by this. And it makes me think, what are we entitled to, as consumers of celebrity content? But yeah, is Pete Davidson and Kim dating Kim? Because he said, I hang out with my girlfriend. So I need to know.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a great question. I don't know if it's still like unconfirmed, confirmed. It's very like
everything we learn about the situation just leads to more questions rather than, less.
Absolutely. Alexa, what's your take? What's something that you kind of took from this?
Yeah, I do agree with what Emily said. But I also feel like he's doing too much on the internet. I'm tired of seeing it. No more, please. Enough, Kanye. Keep it at home. Stop tweeting. Please stop. But I will say, I thought it was hilarious when he had like that song. I don't even know what song it was, but he was rapping about Pete Davidson, and he said, God save me from the crash just so I could beat Pete Davidson's ass. That is so hilarious. And I love that. So like keep doing that, but like enough with everything else.
Jess, what about you? This whole debacle, what's your take?
Well, Kanye has reportedly hired a whole media team just to get under Kim's skin. So that's like the level of divorce pettiness I think we all wish to aspire to. But at the same time, it's at this point, it's just sad because he's just trying every dig to get back. And it's like whatever happened with the fall of their marriage, unfortunately, I feel like we'll never know. I'm still waiting for Hulu to drop the new Keeping Up with the Kardashians so I can know what's going on. But also it's just he's having fake relationships left and right. Entertaining though. But I really hope Pete Davidson and Kim is actually a thing, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's a fake relationship because I know they all agree and sign contracts to make stuff work. I'm loving the content. And Kanye getting so worked up.
That's your time. That's your time. Sorry. I could listen to you all day, girl. My first thought, I was thinking the children, man. I'm thinking of, North, especially, who's like, she's like 10, 8. Well,
she's a millionaire.
Well, I like how we're like, she has money. It doesn't matter. She can pay for that therapy.
She'll be all right. North is Kanye.
I don't know. I just feel like, how many times have we seen, people who grew up in these kind of families or these situations of like divorce, and like, it's tough. And and part of me is wondering, if Kanye's whole thing, because he was seen today with the fake Kim Kardashian, right? There was the photos of him with like the IKEA Kim Kardashian. And it's just kind of like, are you trying to get Kim back? Because if you are doing the wrong things. Like if you're trying to get someone back, it's like roses. I'm gonna take you to Olive Garden. I'm gonna put rose petals on the bed. It's not going to Instagram threatening their new boo. It is not dating someone who looks like them. And don't even get me started on the whole Julia Fox element. What's her name with the goblin mode Julia Fox? I can't handle. No. That's not what you do. That's not what you do to get someone back. So I don't know. I'm sending thoughts and prayers. Which I know how ridiculous that sounds because it's like, it's not a gun control issue. Thoughts and prayers, how we say in America.
It might be
for everybody.
Yeah,
for everybody.
You never know. Kanye's ready to escalate by any means necessary. He will get her attention.
All right, this is a pop it first. We have a random 30 seconds or less. It's what pop culture. It's what's going on. It could be anything. Who did we leave off on? We left off on Jessica. So Jessica, you go first. What's your random 30? Tell us something. What's going on?
Oh, I did not know that's what random 30 means. Oh my God. Why'd you start with me?
Okay, we'll move on. Alexa, we'll go to Alexa first because I assume random 30 is pretty like it's like whatever you want for 30 seconds. But that's on me. That's on me. Alexa, do you have a random 30 to share with us?
Do I couldn't decide. I was torn between talking about Avril Lavigne's new album and also Marjorie Taylor Greene going to a white nationalist rally. So it's like, how do you pick? Yeah, but Avril Lavigne's album, it's really it's good. I thought it was good. There are some like songs on there that with like MGK that I was not really feeling, but it was very much giving me like 2000s back in my bedroom living my Avril Lavigne fantasy.
Avril will always do that. She automatically gets a listen because of what she did for us.
Absolutely.
All those years ago.
All the things that Avril Lavigne did for the sneaker community. I mean, really just brought so many people out of the sneaker closet. Emily, what's your 30? What's going on?
Yeah, so I had a couple more things to say about the Kardashians. You brought up Kanye's lookalike, and I saw on the internet that people are calling her, that fashion company Shein that makes all the knockoffs of like whatever celebrities are wearing. They're calling her Kardashian instead of Kardashian. I thought that was very funny. Also, when I think about Kanye just tweeting anything and everything at Kim and the rest of the world, just like tagging us in that group chat, I think about how Kim is literally like, can you imagine somebody is tweeting shit about you right across the street from you? He's in that house right across the street,
he's
laid
right
up
there
on his porch. You see him with his phone,
in the window,
like looking through the blinds, like
so that blows my mind. But I wanted to talk about Kylie Jenner's new baby and that name, and I just want to share my conspiracy before it actually happens. First of all, I don't think the Kardashian kids are going to have a hard time in life. I think they are very carefully trained. They know how it all works already. They know things we don't, right? About everything, probably. I mean, North has seen the inside of private jets more than I've seen the inside of regular jets at this point. More than I've sat in coach. So there's that. But also, I mean, Kylie is naming her kids. First one is Stormy. Next one is Wolf. And I wonder if he has a middle name, whatever. I don't like either of those names, but I do think that their next plan is probably some kind of X-Men situation, like some kind of like Avengers team, or I mean, they have so many. There's even more second generation or whatever Kardashians than there are the first. So
I'm with you on this.
I want to see what they can do,
Yeah. Just so you know, we're a minute over your 30, but I really wanted to hear the conspiracy. So I let you roll. I had to cut off the points. The points ended at 30, but I really want to hear that. That's an interesting conspiracy. Jess, do you have a random 30 for us?
When are we getting a 4-day work week and then a 3-day work week and then a 2-day work week? That's where I'm headed for. That's when are we doing that? Because then we could spend more money because we're not working and boost the economy. And then maybe they can pay off our student loans because we're spending so much money on so many more fun things. And then maybe people will start having babies again. I don't know. Call me crazy.
Hey, I like that.
To do the same shit I would normally do on a weekend.
I got I just got two things. Florence the Machine dropped new music. I'm feeling like a witch right now, and I'd like to say fuck Putin. And I hope he collapses, just like the Russian economy is collapsing. And I know it's hard for us. We're in America, we're in the Midwest, just kind of chilling. What can we do for Ukraine? But I think it's important that everyone out there is being vocal, right? And trying to do whatever they can, even the little things, just putting that pressure on as we hopefully free Ukraine from. And by the way, I would like to make this clear too. I won't even call them friends because they're not friends to me. People who've been like, Putin's not that bad, and like we should be besties with Russia. And for years, because I know my history. I said, I was like, we can have friendly we could be like, hi, like how are you? Okay, goodbye. We are not going to be best friends because look at where they are. Trying to be all Soviet again. Well, guess what happened last time, girl? It didn't work out. And I don't want to hear, while we're at it, by the way, real quick, people talking about, oh, well, Russia, when they were Soviets, communism, it was never communism. That's not what happened. Read a history book. Oh my God, I'm getting worked up. Oh my God. Oh my God. Anywho, it was so fun tonight. You guys, I love hanging out with you. Like, we don't even have to play Pop It. I just love seeing you guys. Another close game as always. Let's check out the scoreboard. Alexa with 28, Jessica 27, and Emily 29. Oh, Emily, you had an edge with that Arthur take you took. Oh, it was so good. So, yeah, I mean, you definitely went over the time a little bit, but you know, good stuff. It was some good stuff. So,
yeah.
Well, are you gonna put in your 2 weeks notice? Because you won. So, like, you just like.
I would love to. Imagine if I was like, yeah, I won on a game show. I'm not coming back in.
I won on my friend's game show that gets like 20 views. We're out of here.
Oh my God. I'm making it big. Watch out.
Screw
I
you.
just start coming in with like celebrity glasses and like a long coat.
Chef's kiss.
With like nails out here. Like, I can't type.
If not the 2 week notice, like I'm totally ready to seize the means of production. And I'm ready to do it maybe violently. I don't know.
How about you? That could be the next album.
I mean, literally just snatching. Huh?
That could be the next album. Seize the means of production with like the lead single. Like, I snapped. Give me the means, girl. Give me the means. Oh my gosh. You guys, this was fantastic. Thanks for watching Pop It. And oh man, we gotta play more Pop It. We've been slacking. So we're gonna play some more Pop It pretty soon. And peace out. XO.